So I'm here with...
Chris Burgess.
Nice to meet you, Chris.
Nice to meet you.
Whereabouts are you from originally?
Originally I'm from Cambridge, Ontario. And then grew up in a gang and, well, drug-ridden lifestyle that basically took over my life for a while. And then I thought, well, time to get out of it when I had a family. But it just drew me back in again because, well, crime life is most of the time easier than living a pure life, but it's not always the happiest way.
So can you describe what it was like growing up in Cambridge?
Well, I lived there for about 5 years, but it was pretty good. I had family there, but living with alcoholics and drug addicts, it's the way of life was just normal. You know, people partying all the time and having a good time and not caring about anything. I know when I was 9 years old, I was molested and, you know, told my parents about it, and they literally, a bunch of people beat the shit out of the person and then let me stomp them out at the end, you know, so it had its ups and its downs, you know. That's one thing people don't realize is most of the time we stick together out here, but some people don't see it that way. They figure making up stories and bullshit puts them ahead in life, and I'm like, well, whatever. That's what's gonna make you happy, then you do that. If that's what you're all about, then do it. You know, I've had people come after me, threaten my life. I've been shot.
Where were you shot?
Well, I was sleeping in front of my trap house and I threw my arm into my chest. I put that cross is where the shell, the center of it, went into my body in 2018.
What happened?
Just a drug guy didn't like the way I did things, so he ordered me dead. But they fucked it up. I wasn't ready to die, so. And yeah, it's weird, but I'm open and honest about everything I do. And some people like it, some people don't. You know, like I said, there's no doubt about it. Bottom line is that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. Just go and get drugs and get high.
Can you remember
Sucks,
the
but
first time that you tried drugs?
oh shit, yeah. First time would have been, like I said, 3 years old, but later on it just became the normal, and then I cleaned myself up and sobered up, and well, like I said, when I got shot is when things went downhill again, because that's when I started using fentanyl for pain relief, and now I'm hooked on this shit. Yeah, I'll do whatever I can do to get it, and when I don't, fuck, it sucks. But I manage, and it is what it is, you know. I kick the streets, and you know, I'm loyal to those that are loyal to me. You know, I don't care whether it's a, you know, cop, a criminal, or a common outlaw. If they want to be mouthy and futile, I'll tell them to shut their fucking mouth and go yank a spank bank or something. You know, but you know, if they're doing it to get attention, then they're doing it the wrong way.
When did you move to Edmonton?
Like I said, it was 25 years ago, so it was about 1992.
And what brought you to the city?
Work. You know, I moved from Ontario to Brooks, Alberta for work, and then, you know, I just didn't like things there, so I figured I'd come to Edmonton, got a job here, and been here ever since. And it's home now, so.
Can you describe how Edmonton was back then compared to how it is now?
It was pretty much the same. It's just there's more work. You know, things were booming better. You know, things have gone downhill over the years. You know, there's been a lot of bogus stuff. You know, COVID. People that blame everybody else for their problems instead of taking it on themselves. Oh, I know, but it sucks when people get loud and belligerent like that because they don't know what they're fucking doing. Or they think it's going to get them somewhere. Some of them it does. It's weird. But not me. Just makes me say, you know what? Shut the fuck up or go what? Well, go get some dope and then come see me. Are you? Good.
Are you homeless right now?
Yeah, I am.
And how
I'll
long
kick
have you
the
been
streets.
homeless?
5 years. Yeah, I basically ran away from my family when I lost work and things got too tough. I just couldn't handle it anymore and I just said, oh, I gotta get out of here. So I ran away from my family and hit the streets and been here ever since.
What's it been like the last 5 years?
It's been tough. It's been hell, to be honest, but I've met a lot of good people, you know, both in the crime world and the non-crime world. You know, people just don't realize that we're all people, you know, and we make life what we can, you know, and I know for a fact that I could have a better life than I do, but I don't know, I just don't have the willpower to try, you know. So I just keep doing what I do, and it's I don't know, it's a good life, but
Do you want to get help?
yeah, I do, but I know I'll probably never quit
And why's that?
using drugs. It just, I know, it's the only way I know how to cope. And every time I've tried, I don't know, something's just always got in the way. So it's just an easier way to cope with it. You know, like been in trouble with the law, but you know, I got that all cleaned up and rectified and fixed, and you know, it's, I don't know.
What are some of the craziest things you've seen while being homeless in Edmonton?
People murdered, people dying, you know, ODing right in front of my eyes and having to run to save them, get somebody to save them, dying myself, and, you know, people Narcaning me and actually remembering me going, no, leave me alone, don't do that, let me go, I want to go. But then realizing, you know, nah, I don't want to go. Not really, but you know, it's sometimes easier. You know, all depends on who you are and how real you don't want to be. You know, because I'll call a spade no matter how many times it comes walking by. Because I've had people screw me over and try and win. And then when things are up, they always seem to be around to screw it up sometimes. And they just don't realize it. But, you know, I guess it all depends.
What do you think can be done to help other homeless people?
Well, right now, the city's doing everything they can, really. You know, they're letting us be real. But some of us don't want to be. We want to hide and be phonies. Because we've been given what we want. Well, others don't. So I'll just stare them down and, you know, I get people threatening my life to this day over something that wasn't even my fault. And I say, yeah, whatever. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it, whatever. But in actuality, they're doing it to help me get a better life. And I realize that, so, you know, I appreciate it. You know, it's, in the long run for the better, and I know that, but, you know, it's just like looking at that wall, you know. What one person sees isn't what another person sees, you know. You know, to me it looks like there's a great big bird or a reptile breathing fire onto something, and, you know, at the same time it looks like, you know, mountains, and all depends on the way you look at something, you know. You look at the writings on the walls, it all sends a message about the person that did it. You know, everything boils down to one thing. You know, we all have the right to be hurt, but at the same time, do you want to be hurt, or do you want to just be exclusive or be hypnotized by something, you know? Like me right now, it sucks. I'm sick as it can be, but I just keep going and keep going, and, well, honestly, you're my saving grace right now. So I gotta be thankful for that. And, you know, it's weirder and weirder because for some reason people show up, and, you know, I don't know why, but sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing, but, you know, I guess it all depends on who it is. And, you know, what they're up to, and nope, I haven't seen him. How are you? No, it's Chris. Hey. Yeah. Hey.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.